Damn. That's 5 times. I'm beginning to see the karmic threads that make up the intricate tapestry that is this case. Allow me to summarise your assertions, defence. First, that the victim was killed in the understage passage. And second, that the witness and the accused are the only two who could have done it. Exactly. What's more, Betty knew that the body would be found, and that the magic show would then be called off. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that Betty killed the victim understage. But what if Betty knew that the show would be called off for some other reason? Like what? In the course of my investigation, I found it strange that the dragon set piece fell when it did. That in conjunction with the body tumbling from the coffin in such a dramatic fashion. All seemed too perfect for mere happenstance. I guess. It was as though the entire chain of events had been planned out in advance. Oh, wait, under contract? By, Raja? That guy? Planned out. After deciding to take this case, I scrupulously studied everything I could about the mass media in this country. Oh. I read the newspaper, old news reports, I even browsed tabloid magazines. How very industrious of you. I'm impressed. During this process, I learned about a strange practice favoured by the TV world. A practice called the hidden camera prank. Oh. Betty and Bonnie, you knew about this, did you not? About the dead body appearing, the set piece falling, the show being suspended. You two were informed of this plan. By Take-Two TV in advance, correct? That would be it. Is that true? Betty, please, let's tell them now. I can't hold it in anymore. Dang it, fine, you got us. Everything the prosecutor said is true. The TV station paid us to cooperate with them on this plan. It was all a prank, a big setup planned out in advance. Yeah. God, nothing says good prank like killing someone. Ha ha, joke. Really? Mr. Rhea showing up dead in the coffin. Joke. The set piece falling down. It was all completely scripted. So Mr. Rios was already dead. What? That seems like a pretty fucked up prank. I mean, killing someone just for a joke goes a bit far. It was all a prank? Bonnie, is this really true? Yes, Mr. Rios was supposed to pretend to be dead. Oh. That's how it was supposed to go. Okay. So, right, okay. Pretend to die, but in actuality he did die. That's, you know, he was just method acting. A bit too much. So he was in on it too? That's right, he was supposed to show up dead in that coffin. And then the set piece would fall down. Trucy would be shocked and start to panic. And that's how the prank script went. What? What the heck kind of prank is that? Pretty fucked up one. But we never thought he'd actually wind up dead. Yeah, that was the only thing that was different from the script. Poor Mr. Rios. I'm so completely lost right now. Well, Betty and Bonnie, it certainly sounds like you have some explaining to do. Alright. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just this once, we'll share how it was done with you. So listen carefully. You'll never hear this kind of thing anywhere else. Oh, hers is a bat. That's a nice touch. After our teleportation trick, I went down under stage. When Mr. Rios' body appeared from the coffin on stage, it was time for Betty to do her job in the understage passage. That's right, I used the remote control for the winch connected to the dragon set piece. Okay. And made it fall down. And just before the dragon fell, I called Trucy to the backstage, so she wouldn't get hurt. After that, the plan was for Mr. Rios to come back to life in front of the panicked Trucy. He was supposed to laugh and fly up and away. That's how it was scripted anyway. But for some reason, he really did turn up dead. So he kinda just stayed on the ground. Oh, is that why he had that thing attached to his, the back of his trousers? Yeah, like not the winch, but it was like a hook. So, not a hook. A thing that a hook could hook onto. It has a name, but I can't fucking think of it. A clip. Ah, bloody no. What kind of sick joke is that? Well, pranks are, pretty dumb with how far they go. Sounds like a terribly mean-spirited prank to me. Yeah, it does. The poor defendant was trying to do her magic show. I guess so. I'm sorry, Trucy. Whatever. It was all the ratings Roger's idea anyway. Yeah, it sounds like just the kind of thing a guy like him would come up with. This is the prank plan script we got from the ratings Roger. The corpse of Freyne and the set piece falling were staged by Roger Rettens. Oh, Roger, not Ronnie. Oh. Where the fuck did I get Ronnie from? Whatever. Roger Rettens. Dang it made us break our contract. Now we won't get paid. But where does this all leave us? Who killed the victim? And when? Yeah, exactly. Those are the key questions. If Mr. Rios was only pretending to be dead in the coffin as part of a prank, or as a part of the prank, then when he was under stage, there would still be life within him. Ooh! Now I think about it, I wonder if Roger Rettens is actually the guy that killed Mr. Rios. He has some sort of massive vendetta against Troop Grammary, so maybe. What does the prank script say? Holy crap. So Mr. Rios' body will appear in the supposedly empty coffin, which should cause a big ruckus. After capturing a bit of Trucy's reaction on film, Mr. Rios will come back to life, laughing and flying up into the air, causing another round of surprise. Okay. So there would still be life within him. And if that is the case, then Betty, who was also under stage, may be excluded from our list of suspects. Witness, was the victim alive up until he entered the coffin? Oh, well, now that we've spilled the beans, we might as well show you this video. Okay. Wait, what? He's inside the coffin. Greetings, viewers, it is I, the great Mr. Rios. We are currently in the middle of Trucy's escape trick. Having snuck through the understage passage undetected, I am now hiding backstage. He was in the other coffin, preparing to play a little prank on Trucy. I'm about to hide in the coffin, which Trucy will stab with her rubber sword. Oh. When the coffin opens, ho-ho! I will be in it, acting as though I've met my maker. Can you imagine the look on Trucy's face? Or on Trucy's face then? Ho-ho! I can hardly wait. Oh dear. This looks bad. He's about to hide in the coffin. It would seem the threads of karmic destiny have led us to the truth. Or so you think. Oh dear. This is not looking too good for Trucy. The victim passed through the understage where Betty DeFan was, and then came up into the backstage area. We know this because Mr. Rios appeared to be backstage when he shot the video we saw. It appears that way, yes. In defense, you proposed the following, did you not? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put in the coffin? But then what about this video? This footage was taken just before Mr. Rios entered the coffin. Oh, so does that mean... Yes, it is horrible, but true. The tragedy... God. The tragedy did indeed play out right there on the stage. I refuse to believe it. Went into the coffin where Mr. Rios was hiding. Athena Wright thrust her blade. See? Told you so. So you're saying the incident was a tragic accident that happened during a prank? It would be an accident if the accused had no knowledge of the prank beforehand. So let us ask the accused herself. Miss Wright, did you have prior knowledge of the prank? What? Tell him, Trucy. You didn't know anything about it, right? She did. Oh, of course I didn't. I didn't know a single thing about it. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a prank if the person that's being pranked knew it was a prank. Still think you can play innocent, do you? In that case, you leave me little choice but to present this piece of evidence. Wait, what? Oh! Is that another piece that was on that carbon paper? It's definitely Roger. It looks like some sort of note. I found this note in the dressing room after the incident. At the time, I did not understand what it meant, but all is clear to me now. Bonnie, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out. Oh, I didn't even read that. What's this? Let's see. It says, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out. It is a note signed by the accused, instructing Bonnie to collect Mr. Rios' video camera from him, it seems. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I found it in the dressing room before the show. When I saw it, I realised that Trucy knew about the prank. It does bear her signature. I'll give you that much. Yeah, but her signature's been not forged, but that clipboard was a phony. I mean, the clipboard was perfectly fine. It was the carbon paper in the back that was slightly shady. A note found in Trucy's dressing room after the incident that bears Trucy's signature. Just like that contract. That fake contract. So the defendant had prior knowledge of the prank. It would appear so, yes. When she learned about the plan to trick her, she decided to use it to her own advantage. So she thrust the steel sword into the coffin where the victim stood, chuckling to himself. Is that not what happened, Miss Wright? Of course not. And I didn't write or sign that note. Ah, but the handwriting matches yours. All of the evidence and testimony points to you being the culprit. But I didn't do it, it wasn't me. Then explain the existence of this note. You can do that, can you not? I can't explain it. I didn't write it, so I don't understand. I didn't kill Mr. Rios. You have to believe me. Jesus. Nothing but dots. The silence is deafening. Continue struggling against the threads of your own karma if you wish, accused. Huh. Even as you are inescapably caught in the web of fate you've spun for yourself. Miss Wright. It's time to resign yourself to your fate. No, I didn't do it. I knew it. That sweet-looking girl, a murderer. She took all of us with that act of hers, or in with that act of hers. I told you I knew she was a homicidal little witch from the very start. But I didn't do it, I really didn't. Why doesn't anybody believe me? Oh, this was also from the trailer. Shut up, you killer, we won't fall for that anymore. Jesus. Yeah, from the trailer of Spirit of Justice it does show Trucy on the stand, and the line she says is, "Why won't anybody believe me?" This is bad. Hey, that shut him up. Your Honour, I suggest we put an end to this tragedy now. Give your official ruling and let us offer the victim's soul the last rites it deserves. Very well. I suppose I have no other choice. This court hereby finds the defendant, Trucy Wright. Okay, I was waiting for him to say hold it. Wait, why did we object to say we have an objection? Is that not pretty obvious given the fact we objected? The defense has an objection. Apollo! You? Even now you would? I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright, who's counting on me, and Trucy, who's put all of her faith in me. Mr. Justice, the fact that you have raised an objection means that you have evidence with which to refute the prosecution's claims. Correct? Yes, of course, Your Honour. Do we really have anything, Apollo? Actually, we do. There's one piece of evidence we can present here. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed. Woohoo! As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust a sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let's not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value. So you're saying some sleight of hand was somehow involved? Yes, the defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of death. Now what was it Trucy told me she did just before she thrust the sword into the coffin? Did she check that the sword was rubber? Very well, let us see your evidence then. But remember, you interrupted my verdict to make this claim. Oh, okay. So it's essentially the same system as the health bar, but instead of health bar, it's chances. I think this makes more sense though, as opposed to having a health bar. The health bar lasted a long time. It was introduced in was it in Investigations as well? I think so. But regardless, it was in Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, Apollo Justice, Investigations, Investigations 2, and then Dual Destinies. Oh, I already said Apollo Justice, so that's 6 games where they had the health bar. The chance systems have been in 2. Technically 3, or maybe even 4. And that would be the first Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, the Great Ace Attorney, and the Great Ace Attorney 2. So you will be severely penalised if you're found you are bluffing. That's fine, Your Honour. This shows that it's possible that the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death. The sword stand. Wait, what? This... wait, how does that show? It was possible that the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death. Yeah, but it contains the rubber sword. That's a bad sign, right? I'll go for it. But the fact it contains the rubber sword would say that she used the steel sword, right? What's this? A sword from the show? That's right, Your Honor. This rubber sword was in the sword stand under stage. During the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the real sword for a rubber sword. Oh, wait. Oh, if it contains the real... oh no, it contains the rubber sword. Shit. Never mind. She told us on record that she remembers very clearly what she did. Or that she did. Oh, it was switched afterwards. I see, so the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin was a rubber sword, was it? Well then, why was a steel sword found lying on the stage? It was swapped after the fact. Somebody must have put the steel sword there by swapping it with the rubber one. Just after the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell and the theatre was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos to swap the rubber sword for the steel one. Do you not know when to give up, you stink bug? That is not possible. Blood was found in the coffin, or in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accused withdrew the sword. This incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was the steel one. Hot damn. But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the set piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theatre, there was plenty of time for somebody to plant that blood there. If the sword the accused used was a rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed? Given that Mr. Rios was alive when he entered that coffin. Finding the answer to that question is precisely where we need to continue this trial. It's Roger. It's Roger. Without a doubt. Let me express my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted. I suggest we hear from the defendant herself on the issue. Very well, Your Honor. Yes, I saved it. Somehow. Too close for comfort, but still. Crime photo! There are traces of blood in one of the coffin holes. It's possible the blood was placed there after the fact. Hot damn. Let's adjourn for a brief 15-minute recess. I advise the prosecution and the defense to use this time to prepare. Phew! Wow, okay. Jesus. Phew, that was hairy. Tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth. I can't say I'm crazy about that prosecutor said Marty either. You know, with the way he says let it go and move on as if it's nothing. Let it go and move on, huh? Oh boy, am I interrupting a secret conclave of villains or something? Roger. Knew it. Got your next evil scheme in the works already? What do you want? Keep making that face, champ, and everybody's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy. Now smile for the camera. Let's see those pearly whites. Isn't that what the Grammarian Creed tells you to do? How does it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. They're calling you a real witch out there. Could this be the end of Troop Grammarian? Go away, you creep. Oh, what's this? Something just charged into frame. Looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet? Filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Do you want me to go get the bailiff? Huh? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me. Huh? What happened to the camera? it just disappeared, right before our very eyes. I'll be enjoying the rest of the Trucy show from the gallery. I put out a call for Trucy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. But I'll get some great footage out of them. This is gonna be good. Hang loose, baby. God, you're a dick. Oh, I really hope it's him, just so we can lambast him. He called in some of Trucy's fans, but for what purpose? To watch her be humiliated? Apollo? That thing Mr. Rittens just did, that was some high-level sleight of hand. Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that? I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills. Oh! No way. But I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good-for-nothings. Mr. Lawyer? Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with anything? That's just like slurring my words. Can I help you with anything? Well, there's something that's been bothering me. Really? What is it? Well, you see... Hey, dummy. What are you whispering to Lobster Boy about? Betty. Who the heck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this? Jesus Christ. You know you have to talk to me first before you do and say anything, you harebrain. But I... Shut your mouth, you dumb bunny. Come with me. Now. Jesus. It's like a comedy show. I wonder what was bothering her. There's no way we're finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that. Court is about to reconvene. Will you be alright testifying? Yes, it's just... I wonder what Mr. Rittens has up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans. Yeah, probably not. I wonder what he has up his sleeve too. He better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now of all times. You're Trucy Wright, and you'll be fine. Oh. There goes Apollo with his best trick. That's right. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself I'm fine. Alright, I'll give it a try. I'm Trucy Wright and I'm fine. Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now. Atta girl. Good luck up there, on the stand. You'll do great. Thanks, I'll be fine. I can do this. Alright, Justice, you can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial. God, that's the halfway point. Jesus. Whew. It's been 2 hours. But yeah, I'm getting through the trial. I do not care. Probably going to be like 3 hours by the time I'm done with it. Whatever. Courtroom number 6. Wow. Court is now back in session. Defendant, please step up to the witness stand. Trucy Wright, magician. Here comes a liar, the deceitful witch. Throw the murderer in jail, the last member of that criminal troupe. Boo! We don't want to see you on any stage, I think that said. Order the gallery will be quiet, or I will have you all thrown out on the spot. What's with all the hecklers? They're the fans, yep. I bet they're the fans Mr. Rittens invited. What a grade A jerk. Well, he's not going to psych us out. Now then, Mr. Wright. Miss Wright. God, I'm so used to reading Mr. This court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to a rubber one on stage. So please testify about this issue. She's gonna try and trick us again with that magic. Hurry up and convict her already. Give her the death penalty. Yeah. Was that a cat? Silence, all of you. I won't tell you again. Miss Wright, do you feel able to testify? Yes, I'm fine, Your Honor. Trucy, I knew I shouldn't have let her go through with this. I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, it's a magic? I show you exactly what happened. Would that be alright, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves. In spite of everything, she's still smiling. Our Trucy is amazing, isn't she? She sure is. She's doing just fine up there. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. She's faithfully following the Troop Grammary Creed even now. She really is something else. It's showtime for magical girl Phoenix Wright. Watch carefully now, everybody. Oh wow, we actually do. What the fuck? God, this game certainly is creative, with the different ways they do things. The stupendous sword switch. So ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword. And it plays her theme? Perfect. Allow me to demonstrate... Oh, that it'll cut. Just how sharp this blade truly is. Damn. See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take the sword and... Presto Swordo. There. I've switched it. And now... use that same apple. Up. I think it would have been better off using the apple, because the apple would have just bounced off of it. As you can see, the blade is not steel. Oh, okay, never mind. Not steel, but rubber. Again, you should have still used the apple, then that would have demonstrated that it's a different sword. Bravo, Ms. Wright. That was pretty sweet. Wow, she switched them in a flash. I couldn't see her do it at all. She's completely turned the room around. The hecklers are being drowned out by all the cheering. Where did the steel sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of